Hello, my name is Justina Lang, immigration lawyer in the Dominican Republic. If you're thinking about establishing yourself in the Dominican Republic, you can contact me in the email in the description box, and you will get your first consultation 100% for free. Also, I am going to leave a link in the description box to watch this video in Spanish. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to fill out the visa form for the Dominican Republic and mistakes to avoid while doing so. The first mistake that everyone does is to fill out the information in the visa form just from your mind. Keep in mind that everything has to be 100% according of your documentation. So last names, birth date, nationality, everything needs to be according to your passport, birth certificate, or national ID, okay? So for number 1, 2, and 3, very easy: last name, names, birth date, and nationality. Last names, remember that women and people who have changed their names need to put the previous last name, previous name, married, maiden name, etc. Also, if you have 2 nationalities, keep in mind that you need to put both of them in here. Gender, profession, and occupation, that is regular stuff. In the number 5, we have location at the moment. So here I recommend to put down a location that you have available for use close to the consulate that you're using. If, for example, I travel 6 months, I stay in Toronto, Canada, and 6 months I spend it in the United States, then if you're going to use the consulate in Toronto, Canada, you need to put your location, your address from Canada, okay? Number 6 is the passport information, for example, number, where was issued, date of issue, experience date, okay? Identity document, this can be either a driver's license or a national ID. And in the number 8, you need to put down your spouse information, and if you're married or single. This is the second mistake that people make. If you are single but you're divorced, you need to input single, but at the same time you need to put also the information of your ex-partner, okay? This is very important. Also, time and motivation to stay in the Dominican Republic. For immigration purposes, if you are staying for residency, you can put 14 days. Even though the process may take longer or shorter, 14 days is acceptable for this part here. Also, the motivation needs to be according to the type of visa that you're requesting. If you're requesting a working visa or a student visa, you need to cross here work or other, you can put studies here, okay? But in case that you are only staying for residency purposes, input please the part that says residency here, okay? Name and location where you're going to stay in the Dominican Republic. This is number 10. If you're staying in the Dominican Republic for work, you can use the name and location or address of the business that you're working for, okay? And here you need to put the data of, or the information of your employer, okay? Who is going to cover the expenses for your trip? If you are paying for your trip yourself, you don't need to fill it out. But in case someone else is sponsoring you, if your partner is going to sponsor you, or if the business you're working for is going to sponsor you, you need to put their information there, okay? Number 13 is, have you ever been to the Dominican Republic? For this, I recommend to put down the 3 last visits, the most recent 3 last visits that you have done to the Dominican Republic. In the numbers 14, 15, 16, and 17, they're asking you if you have ever had before a visa to the Dominican Republic. visas that you have gotten for other countries, if you have ever been canceled a Dominican visa, or if they have ever denied you a Dominican visa, um, every request is independent from the previous one or for the others that you have done, but the consulate either way wants to be aware of these cases. So if you have ever had any of these cases, please be honest with these things in the visa form. Okay. Number 18, very important. Do you have the intention to work or study in the Dominican Republic? So remember that this needs to be according to the visa type that you're going to request. If you're requesting a working or a student visa to the Dominican Republic, you can cross the yes, I am going to study or work in the Dominican Republic. But if you're not, even if legally you may be allowed to work in the Dominican Republic, you need to cross the no, because you need to state that your intentions are not to travel to the Dominican Republic for work, but for residency, okay? Have you had anyone request a visa in your name? Here you can just freely input no, even if this has been the case. That is not really very important. In the number 20, you need to input the name of the people who are going to come with you in this trip. If you're coming with your children or your spouse, you need to put down their names and how are they related to you. Last thing here, last three things is your signature, and here we have the fingerprints from both index fingers, and this can be done with black ink or blue ink. You can do it yourself, but this can also be done in the consulate that you're submitting the request to. And lastly, down here you need to cross all of the documents that are going to be submitted along with this visa form. So for any question that you may have about this or any other immigration topic, any other thing regarding immigration, you can contact me at my email ylang@guavaexpertsolutions.com. So it is easier. I'm going to leave the email in the description box, and you can also leave me a comment with your question. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.